Hey there and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to review the Ssontong A9 Dashcam. It's a new dash cam which comes in at a great price point and it's packed with features, but is it any good? Well, in this video we're going to put it to the test. So first of all, we're going to have a bit of a chat about some of the buttons that are here on the side of the GoPro. So the one down the bottom here on the right hand side, this is the power one. So if you press and hold that, that's going to turn the camera or the dash cam on and off. So I'll turn it back on like so. Okay, so the next one, which is up from that one, is the lock button. Okay, so we turn it back on. It's currently set to auto record, which is the default setting. If you want to stop recording, all you need to do is press this top button up here, which is the OK button. So we'll press that. The characters, which were originally red, are now white, which tells us that it stopped recording. If you want to see what your recording's like, all you need to do is press this second button here, which is called the mode button. So we'll have a press on that one. As you can see up here on the left hand corner, we go to a different icon, and now it's got a camera up there, and the camera tells us that we're in photo mode. So say you want to take a photograph, all you do is you get into this mode here and then you press the OK button and it takes a picture. Now to press that mode button again, it's going to put us back into our playback mode. And once we get in here, we can actually play back footage by pressing the OK button, and that actually shows the last bit of footage that we filmed, which was of course that photograph. Now over here on the left hand side, SD card goes in here. Right here's the up button, so if I press that, we can actually cycle through the videos that we filmed on our camera until you find the one that you like. When you find the one that you like, you press the OK button here at the top and it's going to start to record the footage. See that little lock there as well? That actually means I put on the lock mode. So what lock, and this is the lock mode button over here, by the way. And with the lock mode, what that means is when you record something, you can't re-record over it. So your footage won't be overwritten, which will come in really handy, say if you need to use the footage for, say, legal purposes. We'll get it out of the playback mode by pressing the mode button here. So as you can see, the camera's over here. Now on the screen too, as well as these icons, you can see down the bottom here we have the time. We have a little microphone icon too, showing us that the microphone is working, and the date. And over here it tells us how we have got it charged up to power or connected to power, and there's your SD card indicator there as well. The one here in the middle, or the second button from the bottom, is the menu button. So if we press that one once, it's going to bring up all your different menu options. So here is where you can go into things like resolution, change the loop recording time, exposure, all those different bits and pieces. So we're going to tap on the first option there, which is resolution. And to get into that menu, we're going to press on the OK button. All right, so here's our three options available. We've got 1080p, 720, and we've got VGA, so we'll keep it on 1080p. Use the up and down buttons to move down. The next one is loop recording, so you can change the amount of time that you want your recording to go for before it's overwritten. So we have the option of either 1 minute, 3 minutes, or you can put it up to 5 minutes as well. So when you're happy with that, we press the OK button, returns us to the menu. You also have an option here which is motion detection. And motion detection is when the camera will turn itself on when it notices a motion, which kind of makes sense. You don't need to actually have this mode on when you are driving because you're recording at the time. So we're gonna make sure that one's turned off, and it is. And gravity sensor. Now gravity sensor is something which I'm pretty excited about. The way how gravity sensor works is when you have it turned on, if you are in a crash or in a bingle, what it does is it actually records that bit of footage and it locks it so it can't be overwritten. Parking monitor too. So parking monitor is something that you only really want to have turned on when the car is parked, like say in a parking lot or in a garage. It's an option that you wouldn't use when you're driving. And what it does is if it notices like a sudden movement or a major shake of the vehicle, the recording option will turn on. But if you want to adjust the settings, it's pretty easy too. So once again, we're going to press that menu button. Now you see here at the top how it's now highlighted the couple of tools there, the spanner and the screwdriver, and it brings up a different menu. You can turn sounds on or off. You can also change the language. So if we click on here, you can see we have 5 different options available to us. If you want to change the date or time, you do it in here as well. So we're happy with that. Press the menu button once you're happy. To get back to the main screen, press the menu button once, and there you go. We are good to go. All right, so I've attached the rear camera to just above the license plate on the back of my Mazda 2 right now. So there you go. You can see how I've got the little camera set up here. All right, so that's just a quick and easy setup for this demonstration. Of course, you can do a much more professional job. Do it yourself or get a professional to do it, but I just wanted to show you the capabilities of using the rear-facing camera with the Ssontong A9 Dashcam. And what you can see right now is I've connected it up here to the HDMI port. Okay, so as you can see in the screen here, the main screen is made up of the front-facing camera, and the top right-hand corner is the rear one. We press the up and down arrow. Now you can see we have both views displayed. On the left is the front, on the right is the rear. Press it again, now we just have the front screen. Press it again, now we just have the right screen. And press it one more time and we return to our normal mode. Okay, so we've got the front screen all set up and we've got the rear screen all set up. Now all we need to do is go for a drive. Okay, so we're just about ready to go. Dashcam is all hooked up to the laptop. That top option, mass storage, is highlighted. And now all we need to do is press the OK button here on the top of the dash cam on the right hand side. So once we do that, you'll see how the screen changes to a different kind of icon. And what that means is now the dash cam is communicating with your laptop. On our laptop, we're going to go to Windows Explorer if you have a PC, but I've got a Mac, so I'm just going to go here to my Finder options, and then I'm going to click on where it says No Name. So you can see No Name there being the third option. So we're going to click on that. It's going to bring up a new menu, and it's going to have DCIM. That's where your images and your footage has been stored. So we're going to click on the drop down. Now you see there's two options available to us. The first option with the number 1, that's the footage that was filmed on the front facing camera. And number 2 is all the footage that was filmed on the rear facing camera if you have the rear facing camera connected. So let's have a bit of a playback right now and check out some of the footage that we've filmed. So first of all, we're going to have a look at one of the photographs that we took. So this is an image that I took with the camera that is on the dash cam. So it's not too bad. Picks up a kind of semi-decent image. Not too bad. It also has the timestamp down the bottom as well. Alright, so now we're going to scoot down to one of the video files, and the video files are recorded as MOV. That's their type that they're using, not MP4s, MOVs, which is still pretty decent footage. So we're going to click on one of the videos now. So it comes up, there's our image, not too bad. Down the bottom, we actually have our time date stamp as well. And if you press on the play button, we can see how that's the footage that it's captured this morning as we were cruising through the suburbs. Right. Okay, and of course you can skip through it to different points of the video. Now I want to kind of bring it up to a screen where we can actually get a little bit closer and see if we can get any good footage there of license plates or any other signage which might kind of come in handy. Alright, so we can freeze frame it. It's not a bad image, it's not perfect, like it's only in 1080p, but it might just sort of come in handy or get you out of trouble if you need be. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so we're actually going through like an intersection right now, and we can freeze in that frame, and we can barely make out the characters, but it does sort of give you a pretty decent view of what you've been filming with your dash cam. So there you go. So that's how the footage is going to look from the move files on the dash cam. Now that was a front facing camera. Let's have a look at the rear facing camera now. So I'm going to go into folder number 2. So here's one of the files. Now the file size is a bit smaller, not as good as it's not full HD on the rear camera, but once again we've got the time date stamp there as well, which might come in handy, and we'll just kind of play some footage. This is when I was driving on the freeway this morning, and it's not too bad. It's not earth-shattering, but it gives you a pretty decent bit of footage there. When it comes to reading license plates, yeah, it's a bit average. Anyway, there we go. So that's how simple and easy it is to hook up your dash cam to your computer so you can check out any footage that you have filmed with the Ssontong A9 Dashcam. The Ssontong A9 Dashcam has heaps of great features, as you can see, and it does a really decent job of filming dashcam footage for when you're out and about. Footage that could come in super handy if you're ever in a crash or a collision, or maybe see some other incident on the road. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. As usual, thanks for your company. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video today, and until next time, I will see you later.